Hello, it's Mikefield here, and we are back with Tyranny for episode number 3, which is going to be Act 2. Just a quick reminder, if you're watching this right now, you can always subscribe, like, and follow me on YouTube. This means a ton to me, and well, with this being said, let's just continue with the game. So, yeah, today we will be... I'm really bad at self-advertising, ain't I? You just subscribe. That really does help. Anyhow, we are back with the. I think this is still Vendry as well, because I did not leave it in the end, so we are still in this wonderful area here. And I might actually have to switch because I do want to take Ab for a few swings. At the same time, I really want to have Ab on the team right now, because I do need Lantry's healing for now, so I think I may just take Lantry
For the moment, the Scarlet Chorus could be considered an ally. Let us hope the Archon of Secrets continues to find you entertaining enough to remain friends. The Disfavored, on the other hand, will be a certain threat. So, I must ask, are you planning on taking sides in the Civil War? Or do you have other plans? While Graven Ash knows more about war, I contend the Voices of Narada knows more about victory. The Scarlet Chorus has...
Your fatalism does you credit, Scholar. Doesn't it feel good to be on the winning side for it?
Whatever you do next, consider that many eyes will be upon you. For you have both delivered and taken away the Overlord's edicts, and few will know how to make sense of the latter. You are an exception the Archons cannot afford to ignore. They will likely aim to control or destroy you. Most of Kairos' edicts were either worded to end in a manner of the Overlord's choosing, or the edicts have simply continued in perpetuity. That's not to say there haven't been stories of broken edicts. They're just uncommon. The oldest is, I think, Goldbraith and the Edict of Sorrows, and that tale dates back to around the year 110. Aside from you, the most recent was the Edict of Twisting Grasses, back in 380. In all these stories, Kairos' edict very clearly gives its victim a single way to escape, and someone manages it. What's never happened is the pure abatement of an edict, like using a spell of warding or cancellation.
Okay, so we'll be taking... I guess we'll be taking Lantry back.
Just let me finish this.
Yeah, okay. Now we can just add him, because we had the dialogue line before. So
home.
Ab stays
See you
out
there.
for a while. We need these guys on the team for the time being. Now, I remember you could tan those the spires. Come on, Sculpture, what the fuck? Yeah, that's bad. Like, you could do something with the spires, right? There was a way for you to actually do something with them. Yeah, Sigil of Force, no. Like, you could build stuff on there. I just don't remember how to do that. So we'll probably get there with the passage of time, I guess. Oh, there's the menu, right? So... oh, we can overview the edicts here. And we can hire folks here as well, so... can have someone who has collection of items. We can have someone who's a trainer, and I could really use a trainer for law. Not control vigor. I need a trainer for law. I'll be someone who provides food to take into battle. That's cool. Fate binder with the ability to change what skills you're proficient. So that's see, this is the respec guy. This guy costs 1 iron ring, which is a ton for me right now. And there doesn't seem to be a law character available. So athletics, parry, dodge, subterfuge. Where is our Tenera, which is 100 weapons, dual with parry and dodge? Kenrick, who produces weapons, that's cool, but I again can't afford this. Control life. There is no law NPC, is there? I am going to get a law character here available for recruitment, right? Or ain't I? Because I know you could have a smith on those spires. Oh yeah, but I don't think it's like really straightforward. Like, how do you access that? Power. How the hell? What the hell is this? I mean, this was for edicts, right? You could. Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil. That's edict related, I feel. However, there is definitely an option to hire a smith, but like not produce weapons regularly, but just kind of to craft using the ingredients you have. Like leathers, alchemy supplies, ingots, and shit like that. I'm sure you could build like a forge on top of your spire. I guess that's kind of gonna take a while. Corpse eye. Yeah, it's gonna be a while. So I think I'm not gonna hire anybody. Maybe I'll hire someone who and this is not bad, right? But just law is just so much better because it ultimately allows you to use extremely powerful abilities because you can just create those really strong combos here. So lore is like kind of useful for everybody, really. Just I can't have it yet, so that's the issue. Yeah, I think I'll just wait. Then I guess I don't really have that much money to spend anyway. So
let's be off.
Yeah, I still have to talk to Barrick for some reason. What do you want? Yeah. It's just like I don't want to be like I don't want to make my companions fear me, It's like it's enough that I'm like yeah, it would be I think loyalty would be better than fear among the companions anyway, so I'm gonna treat them nice. I guess that's the way of achieving stuff here. Now we have to the idea here is that this is basically like the open world. Now you can do almost whatever you want to. Um, almost whatever you want to. I can return to Vengeance Well Citadel now, and I probably have to leave for the bigger world, right? Exactly. Because, okay, so there is Bastard City here, there is Sunset Spire in this place. I still haven't quite discovered what to do around here, right? So, Haven area here with Sunset Spire. Sentinel's Tent, Unheard, Burning Library, Cacophony. Oh god, I don't remember those areas really. I think Cacophony was the place with the earth shakers. Shakers, whatever. I do have to go to Bastard City. This is one of the biggest disappointments in the game. The Bastard City is in the city. It's just an area inside of the city that you can enter. You cannot go to any other places within Bastard City. I'm gonna check out the hall and such first. So I'll just go around. And check whether I have something going for me in here. And I think I will because there are like barracks in this tower, and there are like some areas that were barred initially, so you couldn't enter them. But you can go to the citadel now and check out what's left, right? I feel not really super confident about that, but I think you can do this. Or you can probably just go around now and just see for his. I could probably press like plus. Oh no, that doesn't work here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there is slow mode and fast mode. Okay, my bad. So I didn't realize that was the case indeed. But see, so you can. Here are the crafting. So yeah, Spire Fort. Yeah, so there is Spire Fort upgrade. But yeah, you just need to research that. Okay, there is a hidden stash here. Perfect. So there is crafting in this game, it just takes a while to get to it, I guess. I need to check out my entire newly found area. Okay, we have that. Yeah, perfect. Some chests, crates, and whatnot in here, and yeah, we'll just check out the entire building now for nice stuff.
That wasn't so hard.
There's a recipe for dagger. Okay, so there is a lot of stuff you can craft. You just need to have the spire upgrade, which for me remains a mystery at this point. We'll see whether I can actually unlock it later. So anyhow, I did speed up the game, so I have this going for me now. So they run faster. Okay, the corpse that was here on the ground has disappeared. There's iron weapons available to me though, that's really nice. So what do we have here? I have the Gore Frost, which is bloodthirsty, and this one is devastating, which does push, and has a weak interrupt, which doesn't look terrible to me.
No can do.
I don't think there were so many nice items in the game before as well, so it's a new thing, or a relatively new thing at least. Okay, so the party is on the move. I'll just pick up the loot here. Okay, so there is some metal available then, we can craft it into stuff later. I just want to check it out again. Check out the entire area again, because this used to be a war camp, which it's, you know, I think the area has fully reset after the siege, so there should be like new loot available anyway. Yeah, so it kind of is a new instance, that's what I mean, right? That's pretty cool. And now it's possible for me to go ahead and move towards the outer areas, so we can move to the Bastard City. I don't think there is anything else, there are any other goals for me to kind of... Yeah, nope. There's nothing else for me to check out, so I can go to Sunset Spire, but I think this is my main goal here. I should go to Tudor's Court now. Oh, encounter. It tends as a heavy grey form flashes across the path before you. Long ribbed horns curve in graceful arcs from its skull, and hooves thunder against the stone. And ibex. You only have a moment to react, so you either hunt it yourself or have verse hunted. The fought in action in one verse has an arrow knocked even as you give the order. She returns half an hour later. It is without the beast. She shrugs and says it's fucking heavy, binder. She instead leads you to the carcass, and we get 3 leathers, or 3 hides, which are quite valuable, and we get the raw meat, which is good because this is like food that you can use for encounters later. So there are probably quite a few of those slides. It's interesting that they have added like a lot. So that DLC was probably worth it, I assume. I'm curious what exactly it adds. Like what kind of encounters you can get that is, right? Looks intriguing though. So we have some characters here. Oh no, that's gonna be nasty. I mean, it's not gonna be a fight, I think, but they're gonna be kind of whinging now. Because, yeah. And this is Tunon, I guess.
You call yourselves officers of Kairos' army, but your conduct falls short of my expectations. Of Vendrian's well lacking, rife with misdirection and fallacy, fouled with baseless accusation.
Sounds like the armies have been tripping over their feet to pass the blame to someone else. Careful it doesn't end up in your lap.
Fatebinder, you arrive just in time. The representatives of the Vendrian's well siege have finished their testimony, and I cross-examine. Any closing statements, Lieutenant? Silence. The contradictions in your statements will be examined, and falsities threshed from truths.
Yeah.
If we find you have perjured yourselves, Blood and Mark will see
Yep.
to your fate.
And Blood and Mark is an Archon of Shadows, right? Yeah. If you know the origin of him, but yeah. Okay, that's basically that.
Fatebinder, we will start with the matter of the Archons. Graven Ash and the Voices of Narada have declared war upon each other. In addition to violating Kairos' peace, they have thrown the conquest of the Tears into disarray. By all accounts, these hostilities began shortly after your arrival. Tell us what transpired. The Fatebinder presents testimony. I warn you both against speaking out of turn. Something more than a mere disagreement. Let us speak of Ascension Hall. From all accounts, it would seem you were instrumental in its capture, or so the petitioner of the Scarlet Chorus testifies. The disfavored commander has a dimmer view of the matter. Lend me your perspective. The edict meant certain doom if the siege failed. So why, when your survival depended on it, did you join your strength to the Scarlet Chorus and not the elite disfavored?
So yeah, petty squabbles clouded Graven Ash's judgment, or the voice of Narada was willing to end the citadel at any cost. Ash values his army more than... Yeah, I think that's true.
I will consider this testimony at length.
Okay.
The court thanks you for it. Your testimony is accepted by the court. The statements of our guests raise questions in my mind. There is much about this campaign that has caused me to wonder. A shipment of iron weapons was short on arrival. Where coveted iron is concerned, I don't believe it to be a clerical error. One of my agents recovered this seal in Echo Call. It belongs to a merchant collective. Lethian's Crossing is teeming with their kind. If you would root out treachery, petitioners, leave us. I would have a private audience with the Fatebinder. Ascend and join me.
Oh, private audience of Tunon, perfect. Oh, there are other Fatebinders as well. Kallio, and we can actually hire Kallio, right? Time with the old walls. You know little enough about the ancient structures, save that they predate all historical record. The forbidding ruins crisscrossed the Tears and North alike centuries before. The Tears and North alike centuries before we raised our cities. The Bane are found in the old walls, but much of their defining qualities still escape me. They're creatures of smoke, claw, and fang. That's again the same description there was before. Fatebinder of War, Fatebinder of Balance. The sages know better than charlatans and cons, wholly selfish in their ill pursuit to hoard all knowledge from others. Okay. That's the Fatebinder of War. What has reached me regarding your negotiation tactics at Apex? I must admit I'm impressed. You made headway with the southern wretches. Can I just speak freely? Yeah. So he prevented the plague and he was in trouble because of that. The educator saw within me something of rare value. Why was it crime? Okay. So superstitions almost led to his death. Okay, I'm curious about Tunin's masks. They can be rather unsettling, can't they? Sorry, running out of coffee, I guess. We just have to use a spoon. Can assure the innocent need not fear their objective emotionless gaze. So to have worn a third mask in Eon's past. So Tunin is a very, very old creature then, I guess, right? The masks shift. Okay, so it's like magical stuff. Okay, we know this now. I know about the armies. I claim the spire. Okay, let's continue then to talk to Tunin, right? Because we need to kind of finish this arc and continue with the campaign. There should be Blend and Mark somewhere here in the crowd as well, or maybe I'm wrong. He is going to be there later,
this civil
perhaps.
War, this feud, is an insult to Kairos' peace. It should our allies squabble while our enemies regroup. It falls upon the court to measure the extent of the damage and to execute. I suspect that treachery, negligence, disunity, and greed have infected one or both of our esteemed allies. Until you are instructed otherwise, this matter is the court's primary focus. Graven Ash and the voices of Narada must be examined in close detail. You are charged with observing the Archons and presenting your case that one of them has wrought chaos and disorder upon the tiers.
Yeah, it's both.
It's possible, but the momentum of the conquest up to this point suggests otherwise. The failure at Vendrian's Well implies a coordinated will behind. As always, you will be held accountable for what you do in the court's name. But you are free to conduct your investigation in the manner of your choosing. You must expect lies, misdirection, and manipulation. They say the voices of Narada holds you in higher regard than most. Use this alliance to enter his confidence. It seems unlikely the Archon of Secrets is more honest with friends than with rivals. But to his friends, he has been known to divulge much. The disfavored will likely be less cooperative with your investigation. Graven Ash's honor is beyond reproach, which is all the more reason to scrutinize the Archon of War closely. And if the ironclad forces discourage your inquiry, I charge you to make them talk. Speak their language of battle if you must. Remember, your bloodlust must always be tempered by Kairos' laws. You may defend yourself against the disfavored. Because they are warring with the Scarlet Chorus, you may claim the defense of the Chorus. Your fellow Fatebinders have been busy acting as my eyes and ears. I have a few leads for you to follow. You should, of course, speak with your brothers and sisters. The disfavored have made use of the Sage's network of dovecoats and messenger birds as they come under capture. I've heard multiple claims of strategic communications gone missing. The Sages are broken, their citadel in flames, but they were not slaughtered to the last. Some of their numbers still congregate around the smoking husk of their burning library. If they have been reading disfavored communications, learn what they learned, then execute them.
Perfect.
There is a final matter to discuss. A sensitive topic. In spite of the many shortcomings at Vendrian's Well, you managed to make a name for yourself. Any one of these feats would be worthy of recognition by the highest authority. You managed to accomplish 3. It pleases me that you grasp your role, as long as you temper it with a sense of duty. Whether by design or by accident, you have captured the attention of Kairos' army and the local tiersmen alike. This is no small opportunity, and the court charges you with exploiting your new standing to it. You have a title in our hierarchy. However, it's a little-known secret that one's standing in the world is determined by their infamy, their deeds, and how they come to be known. Mind this notion as you bring justice to this lawless frontier. There may come a time when your deeds speak for you louder than any title. If your killing spree in the bastard city is any indication, you are no stranger to spreading infamy already. Whatever you did to capture the attention of the masses at Vendrian's Well, I would encourage you to do so again. Good. It falls to us to set a new standard for these southern barbarians. You are dismissed. Should the court have need of your presence, you will receive word. Go forth and do my bidding, and bring glory and honor to the tiers in Kairos' name.
And just like that, he is gone. Okay, we can talk to Lady Lucretius. And we can talk to those morons here, I guess. To Quip, to Mulch, and to Mocking Blaze. I assume that's what I'm supposed to do either way. She nods. Nope. You're no stranger to Tuna's court, but prefer to spend as little time here as possible. It's good of you to join our little family of the voices. We make you feel right at home. You'll make our time in Tears an interesting one, won't you? Okay, you have Tidecaster elders to interrogate. I'll give you something in return. Okay, so apparently I got this Sigil of Emotions as a reward. Okay, so you can actually create some new stuff here with the spell crafting. Let's see what possibilities this gives. Okay, so this is Enrage. Less recovery, more HP, less will. Okay. And you can just drop this on an ally. It means like they probably go faster and do more damage, but also like are easier to afflict with mind stuff. Okay. Taunting Jest. Firebolt of harassive energy, filling the target with hatred and taunting them to attack. So this is something that Barrick could use potentially, right? 50 law. He could do this, right? I can just give it to Barrick. And I can also do this, so Titan's Touch can be replaced here. So these two guys could be taunting now, that would be really good. I don't think that I should be actually doing intensity, I should be doing accuracy. Shit. No, because neither of them can actually handle that. Okay. So we have Wave of Despair, which is Daze and Fatigue. Fatigue means like recovery increased, quickness reduced. So this is super significant debuff, right? Both these afflictions just make you super hard. Like it's super hard for enemies to act actually. Because the damage is irrelevant here, I think. This one doesn't do any damage, but it's just strong as a spell. Again, accuracy though is I'm gonna assign it to Verse because Titan's Might is kind of weak, so I'm just gonna do it like this now. Fatebinder. I'm ill at ease in this polished hall, but I admit that it's a reprieve from the battlefield and training grounds. Okay, yeah, they'll not talk to me, huh? Yeah, they will definitely. Right, so there is nothing here, right? The Fatebinder is here, did already talk to them, right? So that's done. I only have this lady Lucretius here to talk to, I guess. Lucretius, formerly of Thistleholm, you have to look of someone who belongs to your Fatebinder. Yeah, so what are the nobles doing here? Try to look brave, I warrant, but if you crane near, you hear a different tale. These are smart ring plenty folks, so rich guys. What brings a noble like this to the city? Okay. You destroy the districts. Craft merchant kings or manors or counting houses, and yes, there were houses. Okay. So physical home collapsed. Alright. Something wrong about it all. People come here for justice. They usually get a version of it, but it's Shunan's version, not theirs. Shunan is a servant of law, but he's the overlord's vassal as much as any of us. Sometimes it seems he uses his position to twist everything in the Empire's favor. Obviously. Oh yes, we can rob her. Basically took a bribe, huh? Perfect, perfect. And can I blend the mark here? Yep. Beautiful. Come back, kid. Amusing as it would have been toward the edict drop. I guess I'm glad you lived. I don't know why he isn't voiced. Imagine you're off to meet with the voices for, well, whatever it is he has in mind, but first you and I need to have a little chat and listening. Everyone's keeping an eye on you because you did something nobody has done before. I'm the first Fatebinder to proclaim 2 edicts. Okay, to outlive the honor of proclamation twice. But sure, it's true that most don't survive it. Proclaiming an edict isn't new. But you're the first to proclaim and resolve the very same edict, and it didn't kill you. In one fell swoop you survived the second edict, resolved the very one you had proclaimed, and woke arcane structure that had slept for several centuries. Now I go on your short list of people who stand out as potential problems. I don't care what you do with the information, but you should know the danger you're in now that you've put yourself on the map. When you're dealing with the voice, don't forget he'll be doing everything he can to figure out what makes you different, how he can use it for his own gain. Okay, so we are continuing to the map then, I guess. So I do have to go to Cacophony. That's why I don't recall Cacophony, because I have never been there before. I must have gone there by the end of the campaign, but yeah, I had really not interacted with the voices of Narada before, really. So I'll just travel there now, and we'll see what exactly I can have going for me then, right? Because Cacophony is, so that's not the Archon of Stone. That's just the Camp of Voices, right? It should be the Camp of the Voices of Narada. That's a very large camp at that as well. Look at this. Welcome to Cacophony. Where can I find voices? Northeast corner of the camp, near the only real buildings left. What can you tell me about Cacophony? It's the main stronghold of the Scarlet Chorus and the Tears. All chorus groups have some other people that here. Horde, Scarlet Furies, Blood Chanters, Bloodhound, even the Beastmen. Everybody's got their own section of the camp. Better that way, keeps the brawling to a minimum. Okay, farewell.
No
Okay, we'll just go on a short adventure here then, huh? Just check out what exactly I can find. Greater healing potions, that's good. So. We have Dodge and Raffrat. Just what we need, a Fate Binder of the Courts. Look, I understand my rank, but I can't just bite my tongue when Bossman Dirge thinks to get away with a crime of such proportions. What crime is being charged? The Kabla one Fate Binder, and I saw it with my own eyes. He snuck into and out of the outwalls, running Wisdom Rise. You shit face. You think you can steal the throne when you're breathing around my blade in your chest, or maybe it's your crafty forked tongue. I should carve out first. Proof. Sage in the old walls. The thing is, me and Raph had been chasing a sage clear from Lethian's. I guess she figured she wasn't going to slip us, so she made a beeline for the breach in the old walls. I know the law, so I wasn't about to follow her. I would also be loath to let the enemy of the Overlord slither free, so I cornered her before she could make it past the breach. This asshole here is the one who slit her down throat as I held her down. Now he's saying he watched me waltz right into the old walls without him. Come on, Fatebinder, we're gonna believe that. I called you over here. I'm telling you what happened. Don't let this weasel out of a proper sentence. Well, I fell against the exterior, struggling with the sage. The stones were cold and slick, pretty nasty feeling against my backside as I held her still. But never went inside. I didn't flinch, nothing, aside from what was on her corpse. Oh, we have a Sigil of Influential, so an expression, perfect. Excellent. Why are you so eager? He's in oh yeah. We can try that. No wait, you can't. This hasn't turned out right at all. Fatebinder, please have mercy. That's how you do it. Leave them guessing. I wager the next one to seek out justice might think twice about it. All the better for us. Okay, perfect. We just impaled that guy. Whoopsie doopsie. Might there be something I can help you with for the right price? Voices doesn't seem to, doesn't even leave a body. How do you think he does that? Sometimes something shows up on the spikes near as the voices stand, sure, but whatever it is, you can't exactly call it a body anymore. Okay, so that's all. We got a mission to deal with the disfavored over there. We cannot join the fights here, sadly. The Requiem, Chaos, Calamity Jin, and Gnashing Nils here. So when we plot against Vile Arson, we agreed to split the spoils 4 ways, but now the rings, rags, and booze bottles are laid before us. Seems folks feel entitled. Okay, old gang boss. Okay, so they basically killed the old gang boss, right? Flinch nothing. We killed Vile Arson and took his property by right of Circle of Filth. Okay, perfect. Pretty loose interpretation of your Archon's laws. The strong lead the weak serve doesn't give you permission to free murder others. The code protects the weak, but also gives the strong a right to succession through the ranks. The voices himself will tell you if done nothing wrong. Broke the code of the strong lead. He pushed Sweet Nils too far and found out he wasn't strong and the rest of us no more. Okay, I'll go along with it. So it doesn't matter to me, I already decided to give up my share, I just wanted the bastard dead. We got tired of being cut and watching him torture Nils, so when Requiem suggested the plan, I was eager to lure him into our trap. I used my finest hooch. Stripped him of his armor and distracted him after that. Okay. Then when I snuck out from under the straw bedding, Arcee never did anything, eat, sleep or shit without a weapon. But it hobbled him enough that I was able to hack him to ribbons. Okay, eventually he started crawling for the flap of the tent. Requiem had stationed me. I said Arson's right, perfect, beautiful. I just stood, watched a few turns down. I'm sure someone heard the screams, but no one came running, so it worked out fine. You each seem equally satisfied with the outcome of events. Why are we fighting over the goods then? Requiem, she saved us. Requiem. Okay, yeah, let's say nothing. Yeah, that option number 1 is good. Okay, so resolved. the monkeys here. Gorillas. This is really expensive to learn, actually, 90. So, alright, why is the ground shaking though? Holy crap. Okay, I've resolved this. There is something here, there's a cache here, and there's an NPC. I guess.
It's all in the reflexes.
Whoa, that's interesting. So this is Frenzy. Minus 15% recovery while it has wounds. This is cool. Okay, so guess this goes for Verse because she has wounds all the time. That's cool. That's really cool. Exquisite quality. Excellent. Lyric. Show me what you have for sale. So you have Sigil of Fire and Sigil of Passion. I would like to have Sigil of Fire, but I don't quite have the money for it. I do need the Sigil of Life the most, however, and that's gonna be pain in the ass to obtain that, I guess. I don't remember where Sigil of Life came from in the first place. That's the issue. You can rest there, right? I think that's the resting place for... No, there is no need for me to rest, actually. Okay, we have those two gangs here fighting. That's presumably another issue. We need the bodies, emulating pisses. Unlike you cockered pignuts, these conscripts can survive a battle. So they say to save their necks, but what's good of oathbreakers and cowards? Okay, what's going on here? I find it unlikely scared creatures don't surrender necks to anyone but to fight. Tell us your faults. You ought to throw them in the pit. Let the lone survivor join us. Okay, we ought to throw them in the pit. So is there the chorus, right, boss? The pits are for merriment and to weed out fen-sucked weaklings like you. Okay, so basically they're arguing whether to integrate the Oathbreakers into their squad or to kind of dump them right into the hall. We need skilled fighters with our blades. Okay, so we have just set them. And you're offering them another chance to live perfect. Okay, so I guess this is resolved to some extent anyway. I have a lot of those. Isn't this Quip? No, it's just a... Oh, those are blood chanters. Okay, those are these fire mages, right? That the Chin... I mean, not the Chin uses, that are at the disposal of the chorus. Okay, we have Sanguinari here. I don't know how busy she is. She doesn't quite do anything here. Or isn't doing anything here anyway. Blood Chanter camp. Okay, so those factions kind of scattered around the place. Here's the voices of Narada, in fact. He's just standing over this. What is he doing? Okay, well, let's see. There was the time I killed an ox, even knowing they were rare. It was an accident, but I still rode her right off that bluff and spit on my mother. She was furious and she found me dabbling with earth magics. Harris is my middle name. Perfect. So we have 7 toes here, who's the Herald of the Voices, and then I guess there'll be more. What is he doing with this cliff over here? As if proclaiming and resolving the same edict weren't impressive enough, he found the temerity to reject Graven Ash and support our right to conquer these lands. You deserve a just reward when this is over. It's too early to congratulate ourselves, but there's plenty of war still to fight. What do you need to know? First priority is to humiliate Graven Ash, but we'll have a better chance to it once every cone of tears is wearing red. How do you expect to do that? Understanding that the Tearsmen are passionate folk, you can't expect to win their cooperation with the ignorant, uninformed vision of a foreign power. Conquest is a delicate matter, needs feeding, watering, soft caresses, a lullaby before bed. We'll invite the leaders of resistance to join us. If we have their leaders, the people will follow. You'll bring them to us, yes? Chiefs and the assets of chiefdom. As for how we factor into these plans, this is up to you. We have many ingots in the fire. It's more of a question of what piques your interest. Blade Grave is a beautiful pocket of disorder. An edict shreds the land to ribbons, and soldiers by the hundreds are led into the furnace of war. Angry sons of old stalwart, dabbing themselves unbroken, clash spears with the disfavored. You can use the edict and the conflict to our benefit. They keep the disfavored occupied, and the tears within our grasp. The daughter of Graven Ash has been a prisoner to these stalwart wretches. Secure her for us and fetch her to Cacophony straight away. Inviting Ash's progeny into the fold is an advantage we cannot ignore. Seek out also Jagged Remedy in Trapper's Junction. His cornered, beleaguered unit of Unbroken help him recruit the leader, Matthias, into the fold, that he might help us reach the Jewel of the Realm, the great keep of Sentinel Stand. A document of great power, the Silent Archive, rests in the burning library. The archive is said to hold many secrets. One of our gang bosses, the Senza, seeks the entrance to this queenly treasure. Aid her in the search and dispatch her back to us with the findings. I'll get started with the library. I really want to do the library then. Okay, before the conquest it was the region of Stalwart. That was the biggest collection of knowledge, right? The biggest library there was. Yeah, I want to do the library, right? It's gonna be interesting. So we have no clear answer to who is the ruler. Tell me about the Graven Ash's daughter. As severe and uncompromising as her idiot father. Okay. Liken her to a tower shield with a voice like a ram's horn wrapped out of tune. Okay, so we're gonna go to the library then for. Don't forget our prize, Fatebinder's Silent Archive will enslave wisdom itself for the glory of the Scarlet Chorus. Okay, so we can go to the. Okay, perfect. Happens after you interrogate someone. The subject and I we grow to trust, depend upon and love each other. Oh, perfect, yeah. Yeah, Muses asked, and that you would bring that up. A brave question full of meaning, questions of challenge. If had occasion to execute an Archon or two when blend and markers unavailable, This is all within the limits of the law, you understand. Someone gets an inflated sense of self-importance and decides to start their own small empire. We step forward to volunteer our services. Okay. We should prize secrets from our green flame, or luxuriate in the calming wind of our brilliance. Well, you cannot. Every secret is as precious to us as 1,000 lives. I don't wish to steal your secrets, only to learn from your brilliance. Okay, so you can just kind of flatter them into this. Have us then. Much should be obvious. We are multitudes, an army unto ourselves, a council of shadows babbling to be heard. No mind could house our intellect, no body could entrap our skill. We are an all-consuming fire. Your art, perfect. Yeah, let's flatter them all. In my youth, we were the youngest scion of House Narada. These would be the early years of Kairos' reign. If numbers make any difference to your fragile matter, the Northern Empire wasn't the bastion of order and peace as we know it today. Our gracious overlord contended with sedition and lawlessness from his subjects, from his enemies, and even from the noble house of Narada. Whispers spread, as whispers do. House Narada never lacked in petty neighbors and bitter rivals. You must remember that these were delicate years for the overlord. An accusation of treason was as damning as treason itself. Something had to be done before we fell under the shadow of our family's guilt. Oh shit, I just interrupted that. We become naturally, of course, we took initiative. Okay, before any accusations could fly, our family driven to the city square and pilloried. Beautiful. Before the shocked eyes of the community were interrogated one by one. Okay, flaying their skins with tanner's knives. Beautiful. All of them questions, all of them found guilty. We tortured your own family. We tortured enemies of Kairos. Okay. Were they guilty? We don't remember. We remember choosing to survive. It was all a demonstration for the overlord. This one can be trusted. Okay, let's continue then. We have covered the discussion with the voices, and this basically means I can continue to the one of the mission areas of the game anyway. I did level up in the process as well. The levels are coming in very quickly actually, that's surprising. So what, I'm gonna add a point or two here, right? Or actually first of all, I guess accuracy wouldn't hurt. I mean, he does actually hit most of his skills, so I think there is need for accuracy here and spell strength for you. Yeah. You have Sage here and significantly increase the health restored and protect revived characters from damage. Yeah. Or Passage of Hours. How can a babble of slow time slowing their actions and movement speed. Oh, that's absolutely necessary, right? He needs this because this is the ability to decipher the stuff in the ruins, right? That's really important. So I'm gonna go for this. Now we have verse. I thought she would have some additional bonuses to using ranged weapons, but there doesn't seem to be much. Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so yeah, I guess I can continue to one of those areas. So you can go to Burning Library instantaneously, pretty much, or just kind of go explore this area. Yeah. That's a long ass time to get there. I think I'll do some side missions before going to the Burning Library. So I'd like to check this place, which is Lethian's Crossing, right? I think. Oh, ambush. A group of mercenaries, members of the Bronze Brotherhood, are blocking the road to crossing. Okay, perfect. I remember that, actually. I remember this part. Like, there was a possibility to talk to those idiots here, I guess. You don't have to fight them from the get-go, I think. There is an accent, which I can take, of course. So this is not an ambush specifically. My name is Welby, first axe for the Bronze Brotherhood. I'm not sure that title matters anymore. Never mind, you needn't be burdened by problems. Well, I appreciate you coming to me before speaking to Redman. You'll need to be careful. He has of late been acting out of sorts, and any perceived slight can become a problem for the one who offends him. Choose your words with him carefully. Mercenaries, plain and simple. I'm going to pretend like it's anything more. The voices have made an offer to assure cooperation. We took it. If I had known Kyrus would try to have us thrown out of our home afterward, well, probably would have still taken the rings. Okay. I just want to try to sell you on our long and noble traditions, like we're some kind of altruistic saints. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to take a job. It doesn't seem right to me, but a ring is a ring. Okay. Actually, I knew fate mine. The first act protects and consults with the first brother. Okay. Oh, I remember Rataman. He couldn't speak the cause, the stress of leadership. Okay, so we'll be dealing with Rataman here, I guess, in this area. There's two guys in here who are basically blocking the path. Oh, this is Rataman. Alright. What brings you out where no one asks you to come? Our Kyrus' dog is ready to be put down again. I won't surrender the crossing no matter how many times you try to take it. Okay, why you're here? My name is Rataman. I'm the leader of the Bronze Brotherhood. Speaking of which, what did Welby have to say? Has she already started filling your mind with lies about me? She and I are going to have a chat soon. I can have my first axe countermanding me at every turn. Watch yourself while you are a guest in my land. If you have come to stir up more trouble, you are well equipped and will not back down in the defense of what is rightfully ours. Welby and I might not always agree, but this is one point we see eye to eye on. If you step out of line, we'll both correct you. You're not welcome here. I care not about Kyrus's forces. We rebuffed their feeble attempt to remove us from our rightful home once already. I'm more than happy to try again. You'll find I do not cower when you raise your voice against me, lapdog. Okay, fuck. That's nasty. asked to do a job here, and we did it. Then what happens? Chaos attempts to eject us from our own home. I don't like these assholes. Noble long-held traditions. Okay, so I can go to Lethian's Crossing. I could also attack this asshole. Because I really don't like the tone. Like, seriously, I'm supposed to be an important guy here. Honestly, I think I attacked the Brotherhood before. Fatebinder, she of all people can help me. My name is Aster. Must go to Lethian's Crossing. I have goods to deliver. Aim Will. Ironhold Trail is under our protection. No one passing through must... Okay. Thank you, Fatebinder. Perhaps you want to consider your stance on the matter, Fatebinder. Passages bought with rings of blood. Happy to take both.
Of course.
Crap, I thought I was gonna fight them. I don't like these assholes. But then again, I don't think I have a... I mean, I do have a fighting chance. I remember fighting them before. Might just come back here later. I think I can... You know, wait.
There. See that?
Oh, I do see that. It's like right below the... underneath the interface. Okay, perfect. So... There is Lethian's Crossing unlocked, right? There is the Wilderness. Maybe there's gonna be a, like an entrance to the Old Walls there as well, because I would like to go into the Old Walls. Encounter. While marking your way through the wilderness, you come upon several dense shrubs liberally dotted with crimson berries. Budding rose. These are known aphrodisiac. Unfortunately, they're also mildly toxic to practitioners of magic. Okay, we have budding rose toxin, which is minus law, minus wits. It's a poison. Okay, cool. Interesting. I haven't really been using poisons. I should be though, I guess. Oh, this looks nasty as hell. Bruise. That's Brown's Brotherhood, yeah. Need a hand. Okay. Can't heal him for some reason. Okay.
Will.
let's go. They have a taunt available to me anyway, that's cool.
Graven Ash protects.
Come at.
Okay, so we are in combat now. I just cancelled this shit.
Me.
Oh god, no. No, I didn't. Perfect.
Let's do it. You and me. Good work.
How's the accuracy? Terrible, but I should probably be using this, trying to use
Can't
this
do
spell
that.
anyway. Daze and fatigue, that's perfect. So this basically disables this guy completely.
Will do.
Shall we?
The Quicken is AoE now. So Quicken becomes AoE over, like, I guess when the reputation increases with the Fatebinder. I suppose. Yeah, right, so.
Yeah, no. On it.
As you command. Consider it done.
Right.
See that? I'm not entirely useless.
That quiver looks cool. Like, this is a really nicely done. Like, graphically speaking, like the way the characters move in this game is just so nice. Actually, I need to sunder. Okay. He has Regen, sadly, as well. That's the problem. Holy crap! That damage is sick.
You got it.
Let's have it then.
Okay, so there are 5 disfavored squads here that I have to deal with. Okay.
Won't happen.
I'm carrying too much.
I think
Right.
he crit with that skill because he has like way more duration on this than anybody else.
Can't do that.
Okay, let's go.
Your days end here.
I could pull the other squad, I guess, as well, like from
Just
the
point me
get-go.
in the right direction.
Oh, that didn't work. No.
Negative, Fatebinder.
On it.
Affirmative.
I got it.
I'll do it calm and face my iron.
Harsh words would cause more harm than this useless weapon.
I'm on it.
I'll take care of it. Consider it done.
I'll do it for the North.
On it. Huh!
The taunt actually hit there. Nice. It didn't last though, right? That's the problem. Dope. Okay, so
I have it no other way. Come and face my iron!
they're both melee, so you should be able to kind of take control of them. I mean, yeah, to disable them easily.
I've had far worse.
On
They
it.
do cleanse the statuses though very, very quickly, as you can see.
Will do.
As you command.
No, I actually don't need to do this ability yet, no.
Will do.
You got it.
At once.
You got it. You got it.
I need to try a different weapon.
This freaking guard
I
is
got it.
just so strong defensively. Holy crap, I don't understand like why.
Come and face my iron!
Ouch.
Ah!
71 healing, that's strong as hell. Okay. That was not hard at all dealing with this squad over here. There's like a larger group towards the north. There's a small group here.
Look at that.
Oh shit, that's not a small group, it's a very big group actually. I'm not buffed, so it's gonna be a
You-
really hard fight then. There's an air shaker
Sure,
here that I
cool.
really need to kill first, I guess. Oh shit, that's a huge, huge group
Await
of
my
enemies.
signal.
Take me if you can!
Not a problem. Boss.
I do need to try to stun as many as I can here, so... Oh shit. Oh, dead.
Get up, damn
Man,
you.
and Lantry got petrified as well, so there's nothing I can do to help.
You got it.
Son of a bitch. Okay, so I need Lantry to actually resurrect. How long is the petrify going to last? 5 seconds. That's a long time, actually.
Wake me up when it's over.
That's not good. No, that's terrible, actually. I need to load. I didn't realize there would be so many enemies there. That's strange. Okay, so there are two large groups now that I need to prepare for, because I can't just take them like this. That's gonna be an issue then, right? So
As you command.
You got it.
I'm gonna use the poisons as well, I guess, because I'm not using any right now, and this would be really nice to actually just get some extra bonuses. Did she use the poison in the end? Yeah. Because it doesn't hurt, right, to just kind of equip yourself better for those harder fights. It certainly doesn't hurt. Okay, Barrick has to kind of go and engage, and I guess I'll try to kind of follow up on that now.
Raven
Let's go.
Ash protects.
I should have hasted someone as well. That's gonna be on the point now. Beside the point now. Okay, so I need to get as many of those guys. Yeah, cool. Okay, so ouch. Barrick is taking heavy freaking damage there. No. That's not good, because I can't heal him yet. I have nobody to heal him. I'm not really doing damage to those guys
You got
either.
Of course.
I was supposed to stun everybody, but that didn't go well, I guess. One character gets stunned and Barrick is down. That's not good. I think I need to equip Barrick with potions as well. That's another problem I'm kind of having here. There are not enough potions on me.
Consider it done.
Ouch. Now that's trouble for sure now.
Take me if you can.
I can't move.
Petrified. My god, they're just doing so much, huh? did set a lot of it on fire, so maybe there is hope still. Because there are two very, very low enemies available here for me to kill. They're like all somewhat low on HP in fact, so that's not bad for me at all. Okay. Okay, Verse is down to this guy. I can just focus the mage again.
Wire, needle, and thread.
Barrick's in some trouble, but
Won't happen.
he has potions actually. I just don't have them kind of on a hot bar. Ah shit, he's prone. So, oh no, he's dead. Shit. Okay, so I need to try to stun them, I guess. That's away, like far away still for me to be able to actually heal anybody. Quicken is obviously crit, so it's like very long buff for everybody on my team. Doesn't seem to be doing enough though, sadly.
As you command.
Oh crap. Okay, I'm gonna. It's close, but I'm gonna lose it. I feel because there are just too many. They just have too many characters. Shit. Christ. Okay. Close, but no cigar, huh? And let's try again. So. Yeah.
Not a problem, boss.
I have any other sort of buff that I can do. I mean, I have the potions, definitely. The Barry could be using, because he is a healthy beast. So he could be using the large potions, and so could my main, actually. Let's see who else has no potions. Nobody has potions, actually. So the old man needs potions, and First does as well. I'm just gonna put them on those characters. I can use this on the mages, I guess. Minus 30 lore should disable spellcasting for some, right? So maybe that's not a bad idea to use that. The poison. Okay, I'm just gonna pop the poisons again then. I think poison is better this one.
Graven
Let's try
ash
again.
Another bat.
Negative Fatebinder.
I do need to lure them like slightly forward, I feel, because okay, let's go. It's time for show. Yeah, it's show time, right? That's how you say it. I do need to get that damage off on, you know, all of them, potentially at least. If I can. Yeah, I can now. Yeah, the wizard should be the focus, right?
Will do.
Honestly, I just do the combo here. Oh god, beautiful. Okay, so I I can actually go for the archer now, or for the second mage. That's probably the most reasonable. Okay, he can heal or shield Barak. I can just kind of CC these as well. Okay.
Right.
As you command.
He should I think he should haste himself, actually.
You got it.
Because he's like basically the utility that keeps this team alive.
That was beneath me.
Okay, Barak leveled, so that's great as well. I'm gonna use a potion regardless, because I need more than just like 60, 70 HP and like 100 something now to be full HP, right? Yeah. Almost 100 health needed, so...
I'll take care of it.
No. Actually, I don't need healing. I should be trying to kill this mage at all costs right now.
On it.
It's not going well though, because mostly I feel...
I will aid you.
I need to try to do this damaging thing, and I can actually just drop the Shadow Veil here on my main. This should kill this mage, hopefully, or at least the fire should kill the mage later. Apparently... Oh shit. Oh no, is he dead? Or close? No, he's just close to being dead. Okay, the mage is dead though as well, so...
Count on it. Count on it.
I'll take care of it.
Those stones aren't doing too hot though, that's the problem as
You
well.
got it.
Sorry about that.
Oh, he got disarmed, shit. And Barak is in real shitty trouble right now, holy fuck. He took so much damage from those two
Someone
fighters.
staunch my bleeding.
Okay, one stun, that's not enough. Okay, the weak I can spare a weak potion here. And honestly I should be focusing this guy over here, if anybody. He's disarmed for good, so I can't switch him back to a normal weapon. Okay, I have no spells available, I think that would be helpful here. I could just buff my guys, right? That's probably the most reasonable thing to do.
Aren't you afraid of death, worm?
Okay, he's back
I got it.
in action now. Okay, so one down again.
Not happening.
That was a mistake, because I should be focusing this one here, I feel. Because they're just regenerating. They have some sort of an effect that regenerates them. Graven Ash's Blessing, I think, or something like that. Gives them the ability to regen HP in battle. This was also a crit, so that should be a long duration thing. 50% stunned, 1.4. Okay, perfect. That's good. Yes, if I had actually sundered this, would have been way easier. There's a squad over there as well, right?
I'll hit you twice hard next time. Why can't I hit anything?
Because you're bad.
Seeing an awful lot of red.
Holy crap, those tanks are invincible, seriously. That's piercing resistance, right? So pierce damage, and this is smash. Oh, that's slash. So there's no extra resistances against the
I got it.
crushing, right? Which I should be probably using then.
I'll take care of it.
I don't have a hammer equipped though, I feel. Yeah, I only have like 2 piercing weapons. That's probably a mistake. I should switch the piercing weapon to a crushing weapon for this fight.
Oh, sorry.
Graven
Okay, so
Ash
Verse did
protects.
take care of this at least. I swear, just stop bleeding quick. Perfect, yeah.
Negative, Fatebinder.
I can learn some of these, like lesser sigil of cyclical energies. So it should empower me somehow, or increase the duration of stuff. And that's the thing, I probably need this, right? So I should switch this Volcata, whatever this thing was, to a 200 crushing weapon, because this just does more damage at this point. The delay is greater, but yeah, it just does more damage to the armored targets, because heavy armor does not have crushing resistance somehow. And yeah, I just need a better 200 as well, I guess, for that. We have Imperial Iron Volcata. Maybe it will be good for Vaz. Just kind of revise the weapons I have. This is 5.6 DPS, this is 5.0 DPS. That's accuracy though, right? So that's why I'm not using this one. This one on the other hand is 5.18 DPS slashing. So the thing about Godseeker is that it's a good weapon, right? It's like a lot of accuracy on it, but it just doesn't do the damage, and it's not like it's PS, so it just doesn't do anything to those high prio targets. Godseeker. No, this is Talwood Bronze Sword, right? Okay. So potentially like this Imperial Falcata is a bit better, right? Where the hell did it go? Okay, here. It has 0 armor, like the weapon she has, the Godseeker, it has 0 armor penetration. Just notice it now. This is 4, so it's just significantly better than her original weapon. Looks like Kukri as well, so it's pretty neat. Wish I had 2 Falcatas, actually. I only have 1. It's a great sword. This is a twisted iron sword. Yeah, I'm just gonna stick to the axe on the offhand. The Shotel also has the same issue, like 0 armor penetration, so it's just not gonna fly. I have this throwing dagger, but it's a throwing dagger. It's like very high damage actually. Just that she might use it for ranged attacks, I'm afraid. So she shouldn't be doing the ranged attacks with this, right? Should be just going melee. Let's see how it works actually. And then armor, she should be wearing light if possible on all slots, right? Is it the case now that I need this? Do I have the passive yet? when superior to parry, use dodge to avoid all stuff. Yeah. So she should be leveling dodge. I don't have that ability yet, I think, so I don't need to be using light armor yet. This would be good, right? So I could take nimble next level, but this still requires me to have that. Okay, you can leap to an ally taunting the enemy's heroic defense. When Barrick's health reaches a critical level, he'll be healed. That's really good, because it just kind of takes off the burden of me healing him every time. That's a passive, so it's like kind of free healing. Bond of Honor. Taking 50% sheer damage from target for 60 seconds. That's not bad. Defender's Charge. This tier has so many useful skills actually. Defender's Watch 2. Heroic Defense. I'm gonna take this because that's just a passive. Honestly, I'm gonna kind of play with other skills later, but this is a passive, so it's a kind of guaranteed defense, right? And he needs accuracy because he's missing a lot of the taunts, which he shouldn't be. Okay, Laundry has 89 law. This guy is just leveling so quickly. Cooldown goes down for this. That's just 10. At a cost of 10. This is accuracy, but I'm gonna just take accuracy. Like, no shit. Okay, I cannot do anything with this. I could lower the cooldown, but our accuracy will crit, right? It's just gonna make it crit more often. Which is good because this is just making this skill more powerful overall. I don't need lower cooldown on this, but I can take it. I mean, this is just, you know, flavor at this point. And Unravel Minds, again, I think this Intensity Sigil would be best, and then I can take cooldown reduction later. But the AoE, like this reach is nice, because this just makes this skill more powerful, really. What the hell was this sound? I think I used the poison by mistake with verse. I don't know how I did that, but I did. Okay, I'll take a very short break, and I'll be back in a second. I mean, in a couple of minutes, I guess. Okay, I'm back. A bit messy, I guess, but yeah. Here we go again. Let's continue. I do need to rest here, I think. Honestly, like, they're missing some significant portion of their max HP at this point. I mean, my guys are. And I'm just gonna look through the armor now to kind of make sure that I'm wearing the best available gear. Am I supposed to be wearing light here or not? That's the question as well. I think he can use this now as well. No, he needs one more law to actually use it. Shit. So -5 slash, shock armor plus corrode. Basically the same, just that it looks nicer maybe. Or yeah, kind of. It's basically the same thing though. A helmet, which is less recovery, more armor, more defense. So it's like, I guess it's good because I don't really want Lantry to be dying. He could use pants though, let's face it, he could use some pants. Well, that's not gonna happen, right? It's just gonna look like this. There's the Templar from Path of Exile, right? The same deal. No pants lul, basically. I can use the braces, which are also better, so he's like a tank now, kind of a caster tank, which is great, because honestly, like, if he was getting focused, I had like so much trouble keeping him alive, and now he's just kind of a strong defensive character, right? Okay, that's better, so let's just equip it. Again, so that's just an upgrade, direct upgrade for her. I can't be wearing like full heavy though, like that's just gonna be too much, right? The recovery penalty is too big. So she has the Mending grips, which is 2% health regen while she's wounded, which is great. Okay, that's it, right? So I can take this, which is more accuracy, less recovery. Which obviously is an upgrade, right? So but this looks cool. I'm gonna keep it because this just looks cool on her. No, it just looks nice. So it stays. Alright, so yeah, that's basically it. I can just deposit all the armor that I have. I don't think there'll be much more upgrades here available. And yeah, that's just what's gonna be. Do I have any more accents available to me though? I have 2 recipes. I can just learn, I guess. Can I learn these, or are they just kind of in here, like available straight away once I get the Forge upgrade? I guess they are. No more accents I can learn, so yeah. Okay, I guess I can continue now with this large boss-esque fight in here in the middle. I'm gonna take all again. I guess I should be taking the nice stuff to the characters. The things I think like I should be just looking at loot once I loot, and I should be just moving the items they feel are worthwhile to the characters straight away.
On the lookout.
Yeah, I'm gonna buff before I do anything sneaky here.
On it.
Consider it done.
Okay, we have pre-buffed, and we can just go into hiding now.
Time to lighten my step. I am a shield
Now I need to figure out what to do with these guys here.
wall unto myself.
So there is a mage here that I should probably focus first. Lantry has to drop the AoE on as many targets as possible. Again, I think I can reach everybody and this runner here. So they should be focusing the mage though. What are you doing, dear?
You might learn
This
something.
mage fire is ridiculous. What the
You
fuck?
Got it.
And He used an attack and he was supposed to use a skill actually. Crap, sorry, excuse me. I need to get the aggro of these boys from the back.
I got it.
Yeah, I have nothing really to use here now, so I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna use the attack. So this guy is like healing very hard actually. I wish I had like a more effective healing disable, but I don't really have anything like that. Shit. Lantry isn't doing much damage. I need to drop the healing now because they're slowly going low HP in fact. That should help a little bit, and just I need to focus this mage, but he's healing like a madman really. Look, full HP. Shit. Okay, I'm just gonna focus this, then there's no point trying to kill the mage, I guess.
Glory to my
Maybe there is. Shit. I mean, the healing has dissipated, so... Oh, that looks bad.
Not see that coming.
That was just a bath of swords. They have Ash's Aegis. Oh, that's why they are just kind of invulnerable, sort of, to burning, because it just removes the effect. That's the problem, okay.
These bones cannot.
Okay, this thing is dead, so I can just focus this asshole now.
I'd have it no other way.
You got it.
She's getting focused. I have no way out of it for her anyway. Okay, he can stun everybody if he gets lucky here. Yeah, actually I should be focusing this. If anyone should be going down, this should be this guy here. I'm gonna have my cooldown back up quite soon, so that's good as well. You know what? Yeah, I can just do the combo here. I need to heal Verse, or my main actually. My main perhaps would be better.
Good work. Right.
Okay, that's death for this guy. I can focus to this now, I guess.
Will do.
Look how tanky he is. He can just move around combat with relative ease, really. And nobody's trying to focus him. This is like very nice for a healer. This battle mage archetype with heavy armor is actually working very, very well here. Obviously he doesn't cast so often, but I don't have to worry about him at all. He's just super, super nice.
At once.
Seeing an awful lot of red.
As you command.
Yeah, the crushing damage is way better than the regular. He has no resistance to crushing at all. Okay, so we have done the quest, which was grinding the disfavored basically. Like, felt like a little bit of an MMO, in fact, in this regard. Yeah, sure, let's continue then. Wait, what the hell? Why is the combat still in place? Oh, because she was knocked down, I think, that's why.
Won't happen.
Yeah, she was just knocked down and just... Okay, that's a Triforged Bronze Great Spear and a Spiked Iron Helmet, both of which are really strong defensively. So this could go to Lantry, I think. Lantry could use an upgrade here. And my main character could use this. It's not devastating, just like my current... wait. It's just a better spear, isn't it? No armor penetration, on the other hand, means that it's useless. I don't know. There's some blue boots. Okay, so I'm getting like some really decent tier gear from this. I've recruited some people for the chorus, which is also great. The area looks clear, so that's great. And yeah, I can spend some points again. So I can get accuracy, I guess. Or damage. No, I can't spend more into damage, so it's gonna be accuracy now for sure. I have like a new skill to buy, like either crit damage or something else. Head strike, which is a stun. Expose weakness. No. That's 8-second stun though. Okay, I'm just gonna take this. This is not even close, right? This is the Thunder upgrade. It's 4-second stun. This is 8-second stun. This is remarkably good. So here, nobody else has levels to spend, right? It's just my main. Okay.
Graven Ash.
And Verse is using that combo anyway, so that's fine. So this is done. I kind of want to go back there as well, but I guess I have to go to Lethian Crossing first anyhow. No events along the way, which is a bit of a shame, I guess. I thought there would be like some sort of an old wall quest, or like an opportunity at least to enter the old walls somewhere around now, but apparently that's not the case. Now this whole area is controlled by the chorus, right? So oh no, this is controlled by those whiny bitches actually. Sorry to cause a disturbance, Fatebinder. Just making a point to my friend here about harassing me for rank. You stabbed me, bastard. It's tiny scratch. If you want, you can get the Fatebinder to decide who's right in this matter. Fine by me. Ask Krasner to do a job for me, something simple. He comes back, says the job is done even though there is no results, and he demands the pay. Certainly make threats and wouldn't take no for an answer. I might not be a tough man, but I can take care of myself. The fellow hired me to... I did what he asked, but now he won't pay up. Merchants here aren't going to back down just because some soldier says bunch of mean words to them. I figured I'd check them out for rings, convince them it would be cheaper to leave. He's wrong, right? Yeah, he didn't. Telling you're banned from selling. Krasner reported superior be punished according to Brotherhood laws. He's just dumb. Like, yeah, he just took a job he wasn't able to complete. So he shouldn't be like, yeah, he shouldn't be bitching it, especially that he got money anyway. Yeah, that's the reasonable. Hmm. Yeah, maybe there is a point to that. I'll reload and try again with a more reasonable solution. So it's like, I think the worst thing is like that they were actually harassing the merchants then. So maybe I should just kind of banish both of them. But I lose the access to the merchants' wares then. He was, yeah, I mean,
I'll do it for the North.
I suppose it's a brutal world, but at the same time, yeah, I should be the person who makes reasonable calls. Maybe this is just too lenient. Let's just hang both of them. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. Has to be someone who has seen it in their travels. Okay, let's see. Okay, so they have really cool stuff like tier forged purple weapons, exquisite quality. Spear, cool stuff. Vile tongue, which is a poisonous weapon, crit. Poisons and crit, huh? High damage, great axe. I need to check before I sell anything. I just want to check these. Whether they are better or worse. I mean, this is definitely an upgrade for him, right? That's what it said on the tin. Yeah, it's just like better in every regard. Now we have the gloves here, which are light leather gloves. Could be useful on someone who's using light armor. But they're both at the vigilant buff here, right? Which are basically, that's basic quality. Maybe this is gonna be better for Vaz. Like, she loses the regen, but she gains like a lot of deflection, precision. They have precision as well, right? Which is very good. So maybe like she misses a lot, so it might be better for her. There is this spear, and like the question is like, is it better or worse than the one I have right now? So it lacks the armor penetration. It's like it has accuracy, more DPS, more recovery. I don't like the look of the pikes in this game. I think this one is kind of better. So it's like for against light armored targets, this is way better than this one, I guess. This does way more damage. So it's good if you just use this on heavies and this on light armors, right? You can just switch. Stone shield boots, which are armor, deflection, recovery, disengagement defense, is good for moving around. Yeah, and the rest of this I can just sell freely, right? And this sword of verse I can also sell. You should be able to learn this expression as well. And this should be the AoE expression, right? That's really cool. Let me see what I can do with this. Nothing, nothing. Arc to ground, 10% recovery time and prone affliction. It's kind of nice. Can you do frost? No, because this doesn't do damage, right? That's a shame. Yeah. It's kind of weak, honestly, for this. You know, it's like short duration. How it's a prone. It can kind of freeze enemies in the area periodically receive stacking penalty. Recover. Oh, it's a stacking penalty. Okay. I need this then. I need this and I want this. So Unravel Mind stays. I'm gonna skip the yeah. Because I'm out of spell slots, it's a strong ability, so I'm gonna use it. That's not enough. I do want the precision first and foremost, so it's got to stick. Okay, so it's gonna be like this, I guess. What else can I do, though? There is no... I can use this here, which is asleep for 12 seconds. Which kind of disables the enemies, but it's kind of good, right? Just that it requires 90 law to use it. Slumber is a strong skill, but yeah. I need another spell slot or a couple of spell slots for
Let's be off.
Philantry to be
No
actually
can
able
do.
to make use of it. I need to sell my gear. That's one platinum ring at least. Almost two, in fact. That's really good. Yeah, so I can actually afford some nice stuff now. If I wanted, anyhow. Not from this merchant, but maybe some other merchants will have something cool available. I'm mostly interested in those sigils, in fact. If I could get the sigils, that would be really nice. Yeah, he doesn't recognize the seal. He has a nice bow. It fires multiple projectiles. It has no penetration whatsoever, though. That's the issue. Oathbound dagger, that's very strong. But she's mostly focused on being ranged right now, though. That's the problem. It's a good bow, but it has zero freaking it's less DPS. It fires multiple projectiles, though. It has no penetration. It's like gonna be doing 000 damage to those high armor targets. It's very accurate, though. So again, like if I were to switch between multiple armor sets, that would be nice. So that looks promising. It's kind of good, but no cigar, I guess. Okay. I have frost. I don't have lightning, so I could buy it, right? I could get the lightning sigil for sure. Okay, so he says Harchant bronze mine. Okay, so here is Harchant. Greetings and salutations. He wipes his palms clean. Deposits back in your hand. So far off normal trading routes, but why there? Why then? Why now? Yeah. Hand over Quill Merchant Company. They were once a powerful trade organization, but let's say you didn't want to get between them and a contract. What with Tunin's laws in the Bastard City, the Quill slunk into the shadows of Kairos authority, trying to keep a lower profile. If you're involved in any of their dealings, stay far away. A shipment of iron weapons went missing. It was found with this seal in a house in Echocal Crossing. So this will come at a price. If something unfortunate took place and my connection will trace back to me.
Chow come stay.
Hey! Occupational hazard. Hello there! Nice to have you. Okay, so
Hello.
I received instructions from 5th Eye to use handover code to deliver iron weapons to Vendry as well. Oh wait, so this is like a bit worse. Instructions from 5th Eye to use handover code to deliver iron weapons to Vendry as well, Citadel. So this means that the chorus was involved, right? That's not good. So I don't question my orders. So that's the problem, right? So they were actually involved in helping the rebels, and now they are actually using me to help them. Please give me the healing sigil. Okay, that's fire. I need fire. I have illusion core already. Bleeding accent is good. Rooting accent is... yeah, that's also good. I'm gonna take it. But they have like really good gear. Like this robe here. That's an accessory. Reflect 20% of incoming hostile spells back to their casters. That's trash actually. Will defense, not good. 10 subterfuge, that's a bit better. Like this could kind of allow me potentially to break some of the effects, right? 10 shock armor. Mercy. Oh shit, that's a weapon for my main. So devastating. It's 46 crush damage. Compare this to this. Holy fuck. Okay, I gotta buy this. I don't have the money for both the sigil and this though. I mean, 251, that's really far off. Fuck. So I'm gonna skip the fire core, I guess. And just get this. I really want this weapon. Holy shit. It is just significantly better than what I had. Like, by far. Like, way more DPS. Yeah. So he's gonna be wearing this beautiful new weapon, which looks exactly the same as his previous one. It just gives him more damage. Okay, these boots are also slightly better. Like, we lose 1 armor. 1.75 slash armor though. That's bad. I only have them for the purpose of using them for other things. They're not gonna be kind of... wait, I already know this. Shit, I should not have bought it then. Didn't realize I knew this one. Let's see what lightning I can do here. So charged fist, interruption, push, nothing special. That's a stun, but I don't really have any like slots for it. Grounding core, so reave the target in electrical energy. Enemies that strike the ally are zapped for shock damage. So this could be good for Barrick to self-buff himself with. Actually, because he's the tanker, he'll be taking lots of melee like shots or hits. Or maybe my main could use it actually. That's like a long duration skill. Barrick should perhaps, I mean the taunting just is good, so this means he has like an additional taunt. Maybe he should be able to use, like, just cast this spell, yeah. Because the rest is kind of meh. Fulmination is double shock damage and you cannot really empower it anyhow. This only increases the shock damage taken, so you'd probably need like double shock character to make use of it, so I'm just gonna be keeping it like this. So I know that, so I've learned that those people are involved anyhow, so that's good enough. Let's continue up here. That's trash, so it goes just up
Let's
there
have it then.
to the storage.
Won't happen.
Okay, some fruits, and let's see, maybe there's going to be something interesting here.
Won't happen.
There's
Negative,
an
Fatebinder.
entrance to a house, I might just check it out. I'm curious what's there. I'd really love to pick a fight with the Bronze Brotherhood, but I did do this very same thing before, so might be more interesting to, you know, just do something else this time around. Where the hell does this lead me? So yeah, I'll just skip it now. I won't be go aggressive on those guys because I really want to kind of play the game differently than I did the last time. So yeah, I'm just gonna loot what I can, talk to as many guys as I can here. Like, this is the major city, so I'll probably spend a while here. Greetings, what's wrong? She joined the Brotherhood. Okay, so his sister joined the Brotherhood. Okay, so the party died. Okay, brilliant, thank you. So it's basically all there is. Just told me to fuck off, right? That's perfect. Right. Maybe if I find the remains of his sister, that might help me some, like, to talk to him, right? But right now there is nothing I can do, I guess. Well, shit.
I could bend that apart.
I haven't gone up here either yet, so I'll go to the top first. So there is a spire here that I could try to access, I suppose, but that's kind of a long way to go. I think I tried entering the ruins before, but I could not go to the spire itself. There is something here, right? But it looks like, yeah,
Interesting.
pedal still has something missing. There is a doorway below. Okay, I'm gonna be checking everything, right?
Negative, Fatebinder.
Might get lunch. Yeah, we'll get lunch as late as hell, actually. I just check the city first and then I'll get some food. They have a bow, which has 0 armor penetration, actually. 0. None. It's a good bow, it's like it has 0 penetration. It's kind of meh. Yeah, those guys. Nothing to talk about. Might have been a bad idea to alt tab because it got stuck. Okay, never mind. It's loading again. Yeah, armor can never reduce damage below 1, but it's not a problem. Your enemy has 200 HP. If you hit it for 1, you need to hit it 200 times to kill them, right? So
Negative, Fatebinder.
armor penetration is huge on this difficulty level, especially because you just need to be able to pierce through the defenses of your enemies. I'll go check this house first, and then I'll talk to the villagers outside. Phaedra and Dea, whoever they are. I have dagger. Good I didn't buy the daggers from these guys before then. I think this is better than what Verse has. Should be better for melee. Oh, fuck, it has 0 armor penetration. 0. Wait, no, does this one have penetration? Yeah, it does. Both melee and range. Look at this. And this has no penetration. It has way more accuracy, I think. Right, so like comparing these. it's 7 accuracy more, but it just won't pierce the armor. But she has a bow of armor pen, so maybe that's better to just use. I mean, this is just way better base damage. No, it doesn't actually. Recovery is the same. I'm gonna stick to the throwing dagger, I guess. It's just very similar, with the accuracy being the difference. Okay, she's lived here, but there's not much to say. The bulls are a little scary, but you get used to them over time. That is alright, but living under the thumb of occupying force makes it truly hard to relax. I moved away from Lethian's Crossing several years before Kairos' invasion. Okay, we traveled a bit with a couple of caravans, but nothing really seemed like home until I returned to Lethian's Crossing, okay. It's true that trade hasn't been as vibrant here recently. Merchants will sing and dance for you, trying to convince you. Okay. Had any real problems with them. So they kind of disagree, right? So they're thieves and murderers. I can't wait to see them trampled. Now they have nothing to tell me. And Daya, maybe I can talk to Daya. No, apparently no. So nothing interesting here either. Yeah, so I think there is a mission here for the crossing itself, but I'm not really sure what the mission was, like what I was supposed to accomplish with it. And there's like a section of the old walls there that I can, like, you can probably access later on in the game. Like, it's too early for it now, so I have to wait. No, that's just the supplies. Let's see. They're trying to settle some disputes. It's such a trivial matter. Trivial. Felix sent me and Mers to the Old Walls for materials. Now I know the Old Walls are dangerous, but Felix said he had it on good authority there was no danger. Felix was going to make an axe for each of us in return. I couldn't pass it up. A forge-bound axe costs a lot of rings. So, forge-bound magic is dangerous, you know. It's not my fault the most reliable stable materials happen to be near the Old Walls. And besides, these axes are you're getting in payment for exceptional compensation for the task. Okay, it was fair trade for the service, plus it's not like forging items using those materials is safe either. One error and you're a pile of ash on the floor. As one of the forgemen, you're aware that the old ones are off the limits, but sure, there's room for some flexibility. After all, I'm sure Kairos would want us to produce the best arms and armor for his armies. I'll never order anyone to go inside. They may have, but I have no way of knowing. Tell me your side of things. Not one of these favorites I know. Getting my hands on genuine forge-bound items is damn hard. With Bane before I was able to find my way out. I managed to rescue Mares while I was retreating. Did you go inside the old walls? Yeah. Only for a moment to go around and ride back out. Couldn't have been more than a minute. Doesn't matter, right? It's like illegal. You've done this sort of job for Felix before. Yes, I've done similar jobs. This was the first time taken anywhere near the old walls. How did you get involved in this? I've known Felix since before the conquest. And when he told me about the job, I agreed to do it. While I was out gathering the materials, I was ambushed by the Scourges. If Evander hadn't come along when he did, I would have died. Okay, so we'll go along with your judgment no matter what you decide. Felix, you're guilty of circumventing Kyros's law. Felix was simply trying to further his craft, and more importantly, no one died. No punishment is needed. The old rules are forbidden for a reason. No, the fourth is shitty, right? So, yeah. That's fine, like 3 weeks, yeah, of yeah, of working hard for this, that's okay. This is gonna make me regret. Oh my god, they have some good gear here, right? Will I regret actually buying that really good weapon? Oh god, this is Sigil of Volcanic Weapon. Oh no, I can't afford it, kind of. I'm gonna buy it because it's good. Hey, this is one of the best sigils there are. This one, the Sigil of... I have Bleeding Sigil as well. I should learn all I can. Like... Volcanic Weapon. Accent uses fire and brimstone to cause material force damage. Material force spells to damage foes in line. Oh no, this is actually bad then. I thought this was an enchantment for a weapon. It's not. Bleeding affliction to spells. This would be good to add to the to this. Oh, you can only have one. Ah, righty. Okay, but I can do it with this wave, right? I can add bleeding to this. Shit, it's 110 then. Son of a bitch. This is really good. Like, bleeding affliction, like on top of all these things. That's just brilliant stuff. How much does it require? 30. Yeah, 25. Accuracy is required. This is required. The strength. Not so much, but it's not gonna solve my problem, is it? Oh, it does. Okay, perfect. Let's update this then. Because bleeding is like the most powerful status you can get on this spell anyway. Yeah, this has to stay clean because I have nothing else available. Yeah, so the charged thingy though. How the hell does it work then? I thought this was a... tidal burst. Rooted and dazed. Now this is Sigil of Rooting. I had like another one that was allowing me to burn, set the weapons to burn, right? Rooting and bleeding. No. Let me unselect these. What do I have here? I have the Frostfire. I have Rooting. I have Volcanic Weapon. Materia Force spells. Okay. Oh yeah, that's actually that. Yeah. No, I can't use this expression anyhow. That's Rooting and bleed only. And the lightning? Maybe lightning allows me to do this? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Just the bleeding here. That's strange. This one doesn't do anything either, right? It's like I cannot choose it anywhere. So I have this... I think it's like a buff that you can apply with some of those skills. But I just don't know which one is gonna work here. They're kind of... This is kind of exclusive, right? It's a very strong thing. But yeah, I need to have like a specific skill to use with this, as far as I remember. So yeah, I'll just kind of play with it later. Let's check this house. Or have I actually checked it? I checked it already. Those are the two women, the couple, right? Is there inside?
Moving
No, that's
cautiously.
actually those are Forge Masters.
Might we not simply break it?
They have a Forge Bound Hammer. Which is good melee weapon, superior quality. Verse could use this actually.
Nothing I can't handle.
There's a scroll, which is a material. Headhunter can be created with access to Spire Forge. Huh, curious. I need to have the forge, right? That's the problem. Tempering the Forge Master of Lethian's Crossing. My tasks exceed. The gauntlet is the hardest piece of the panoply. And the most rewarding to work. So many scales, so many different sizes, okay. As you see a lot of battle in your line of work, one gauntlet is invariably going to wear out before the other. My mind is always thinking of what will need repairs first, simple as that. Forge bound, huh? So basically like the so good at forging that Kairos is interested in their services. Centuries my guild has sought the union of magical and manual perfection. Most important rituals bind the crafter tools and materials into one entity. In my own work, the forge bind draws the whole of my senses to the edge of the blade I'm tempering. Okay. Okay. Yeah, basically, yeah. We have ways to protect ourselves from those who would abuse it, but we study arcane for purpose of building and destroying. We leave that to others. Can you make me something magical? No. As everyone asks, relics of arcane power must grow into themselves. They never can be made from nothing. What I can do is use my magic to swing my hammer with perfect precision, or work a cantrip to handle molten metal with my bare hands. Perfect, that's cool. So yeah, the artifacts must be used in great deeds to grow into relics of power. Stenia, I remember Stenia's quest, but I'm not really sure what exactly. Can you make something for me? Can, most certainly. Well, Kairos invented queues for a reason. I didn't realize the request was so faultless. My apologies. Yet unreasonable demands every day. I do resent the Kairos' demands. Reduce our work to mere quotas. Are you well, you look weary. Ecstatic. My blood beats only when I strike an ingot. My forge runs. Okay, couldn't it kill you? I should hope so. Better than being defiled and killed by brigands. Okay, this is how you excel at your craft. Well, that in practice. But yes, the rituals link the senses to materials and the body to the tools. My hand becomes a joint, the hammer, true end of my arm. Okay, so there is nothing that actually comes out of this dialogue. We have Ulantis. Okay, just forge bound matters. What do you do in the forge? So actually there is nothing here from yet. I have gone here too soon, I think. I can check the weapon though. This hammer for verse is really nice. Way more DPS, like some recovery, sure, but it's just very, very strong overall. So she's gonna be using a Falcata and a hammer from now on, I guess. Ha, that's cool. I could use double hammers on her. It would be really neat as well, I feel. Yeah, cool. Looks a bit like World of Warcraft weapon. Yeah, and there are artifacts that you can level in this game, by the way, so that's cool. Just that this requires you to go into the old walls, and I can't remember for shit how you could enter the old walls themselves. So I guess we'll get there as the time passes by. I still have to check
No
out
can
the
do.
floor below, but I'm getting hungry as hell. I still need to check this entry here, entrance here. Yeah, I might actually get the food first. I have some pizza from yesterday, so I might just have that. Wait. Why can't I unpause?
Interesting.
Okay. I can speed up the running.
Oh, don't mind me carrying the weight of the fucking world.
Merchant Helena. She has good gear. Shit. Juggler's gloves. Plus 10 range accuracy. Holy shit. Yeah, I'll need to come back here once I have the money again. Warrior's girdle. Plus 10 athletics. Merchant's bracers. These are shit. Yeah, they have good gear though, so I'll definitely be coming back and... During the night of my first victory with the Brotherhood, decided to celebrate, and we drank a lot. During the drinking and celebration, Retamon showed up. I was too nervous and drunk, seeing him that I tripped all the rings I just earned scattered everywhere. He laughed it off and called me a ring dropper, and the name stuck. Okay. He has become a little unstable lately, but so far he has yet to do anything to make me really worry. He's more paranoid than normal, since there have been sightings of Kairos' scouts in the area, but I think anyone would feel threatened by that. Tell me about the Bronze Brotherhood. Kairos' forces tried to remove us when they invaded, but we let them know we don't go quietly. Okay, so this kind of small small independent faction, I can kind of, how to say it, I can stomach them, right? I can stomach them. There's a doggo here, and there are some guys from the Bronze Brotherhood. And there's a camp here. I can still take the stuff from this.
Hey, I don't weigh you down with all of my crap.
Okay, investigate.
Nothing I can't handle.
So you can craft artifacts as well, I guess. If you just, yeah, you can craft items like if you collect ingredients for them, I suppose. Not sure what I found, but looks cool then. I could sell that gear later as well, but yeah, I'm interested mostly in just discovering this entire area first. I need to check these houses. Yeah, I don't like the loading times between the crossing and those building interiors. That's a bit of a hassle, not necessarily something I do enjoy, so let's check the stuff. At least they don't go aggressive on me, so that's the nice part. Yes, the one everyone is talking about, Chunon's Fatebinder. Come here for history lesson. The educator sent you for the Archon of Song, I assume. What can this old fool do for you? Can I ask you some? Wait, what was about the Archon of Song? Siren, the songbird. You're not here for her, what can I do for you? Also, he knows where Siren is, but I really want to have Siren in my team later. There's no getting used to it. You'd think after years of living under shadow that your nerves would calm. Sure, there's another... I will stop you, Fatebinder, if that's what you mean. They're always unpredictable. Okay, there is nothing really that I don't know by now. So he's the son of the founder of the village, okay. Iron, right? The Forge Bound. Means that this place is just a valuable asset. Digi settle here, necessity, right? Okay. That's it, so he has nothing, like just history. And I do know the history already, so there is nothing special really. There are the old walls still, right, at the outside. And there's one more house I have not entered yet, and that's gonna be it for the area, I guess. Okay, yeah, there is the house in here. And that's gonna be the ultimate thing. Like, I'll check this house, try to go. Probably that's gonna be the leader of the Forge Band, right? Zen. Is there something? Oh, that's Siren. Okay, hello there. I am here to acquire you. I actually don't want Siren. I want Ebb this time around.
Well, look who's here. And what brings you to Lethian's Crossing? Tunon probably insisted you find me, didn't he? Because we can't let Siren have any fun, can we? Let's control her. Let's tell her what she can and can't do. Let's use her to destroy nations. But enough of that talk. What do you think of my followers? Oh, stop that, Fatebinder. It's not like I'm hurting anyone. Well, at least not yet. Why on earth would you want that? I can't imagine you're doing it out of the goodness of your heart. Oh, Tunon must have had a hand in this. Or Narada. Maybe I'd rather stay. Although, you did activate one of the spires, so your power is something I could learn from, and watching you in
Siren
action
was fun
could
to be
give
on the
me
team,
edge
so...
I need to unlock a spire of my own. Fine. I will allow you the glorious gift of my presence in your party. Well then, let's go. If you're gonna teach me the wonders...
Yeah, so she's gonna come to the Spire and I can recruit her later on. Which I really want to do, so I'm gonna stick with Lantry for now. Well, having Siren on the team is good, but I don't think I will be using her. I probably will take like the... I'll take Ebb on as the second character for sure. I think so anyway. That looks reasonable. I have not looted this box. Shit.
Right.
And this means he runs, or yeah, he runs
Negative,
all the way
Fatebinder.
up there.
Let's have it then.
I have to head to the Old Walls entrance anyway. It's gonna be the way up for that. So it doesn't quite matter, I guess.
got it.
Biotis? Have I talked to you? Yeah, I think I did. He had the forged weapons. At least some. And he has the Sigil of Fire I cannot afford right now. Let's gotta wait for later date then. Have I been here? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I must have gone here when I was passing by, or maybe I haven't. Let me check. Because I was walking by the terrace above, then I walked downstairs. I did not check this house yet, I think. Let's see.
There. See that?
Yeah. Plus and subterfuge, that's perfect for her. For Vers. Because this means she can open any lock she wants. Immunity to poison, so maybe, I don't know. This was a parry item, so he needs parry for... Sure, there is nothing here, they're just settlers, so you can just loot their house and go. Okay, perfect. Honestly, like, I've been exploring this area for a while, nothing interesting has happened yet, that's kind of a bummer, isn't it? I wish I thought I'd meet the leader of the Forge Bound, but that didn't happen. And then I thought I would meet the I get some sort of a mission from here, but that didn't happen either. So the only thing I accomplished in the crossing so far was actually getting that quest with the seal resolved a little bit, so that I know that the chorus is kind of meddling in the business of everybody else. Okay, so these are the old walls. This is like a locked passage. There is something I can learn. So yeah, he can. Okay, there's more to this engraving than there, I think it's here. If we collect enough sketches and imprints, we could no doubt reconstruct the original image. Yeah, we are looting the ancient ruins. That's what I like the most about this game.
Interesting.
Why are you collecting this stuff again?
Keras. Iron breastplate, huh? This is an improvement for Lantry. Yeah, but he has like light bronze armor, which is small impediment to recover, and this is a larger one, so maybe not really gonna do this. Okay, so I know that there is like a painting there that I haven't completely analyzed yet. This is a path deeper into the ruins though, right? Because the gate over there was locked.
Seeing a lot in this room I'd like to sketch. But we should keep moving.
Oh, so I have to draw the symbol of the spire to open it. Lantry points. I'd start with the grooves and stones on the floor over there. It's like the spire of vengeance. Well, whoever built this create a mystical conduit to the top. Okay, let's press on. So I can actually capture this spire from the get-go, right?
Which sigil unleashes more scourges?
Won't happen.
Oh, so you can probably reconstruct this, and that's gonna be the symbol of the. And then it goes to the middle somehow. What the fuck? No, so there is no. So it has to be this. Shit, that's not easy.
No reason to tarry.
Because I thought this would be the outer circle, but it probably isn't. It resets, right? Yeah. Oh, it is the opposite way as well, right? That's the... It has to go like this, like this for sure. And yeah, this has to cross into it, so somehow anyway. This is the biggest triangle I can make, right? That's the biggest one, definitely, yeah. Now to make the wing. I think that's the symbol, right? That's the symbol I need to make anyway. Maybe I got like a note or something that would help me, but I really doubt that. Those are just scrolls. Okay. Charcoal rubbing. Sunset Spire. A portion of unknown sigil has been recorded on the scroll. The charcoal imprint is Raffin incomplete, leaving a full design a mystery for now?
Let's be off.
Wait, so maybe I can just get more clues then? Like, I took this imprint, right? I can just go down there maybe and complete the imprint or something. Because I'm not sure about this drawing, if I can just activate it like this or where I need some more. Because this is the... No, that's like the full imprint. I cannot take more out of this. I already did. There's Bane outside. Like on the other side of this, there's definitely enemies.
Won't happen.
Wait, there's this kind of brick here. Did I use it before? Yeah, there's just camping supplies left. Yes, I probably need to discover the full rubbing, right? It's not
Sorry,
enough
I
yet.
can't.
I just don't have enough details yet to unlock it. So this is the... Like, this looks like this, but there is another thing that goes from the middle of this into the exterior, right? It's just difficult to see where exactly this is supposed to go. Because I can do it like this, right? I think this is the angle at which this line goes. So then you go and make this kind of a wing here, right? And then you go here. That's what it looks like to me anyway. So you just, I'm gonna do it in an analogous manner here. That's the entire thing, right? This looks like it exactly. Maybe just this, perhaps this is just a makeshift. I don't remember this part. I probably need to go to another old wall to unveil this diagram in full. Because this looks exactly like this, right? This is perfect, picture perfect this. There's this kind of, yeah, shape here, and there are those wings, right? This is exactly what it is. Yeah. It goes to the wing, and then kind of, I mean, this part here is kind of not looking the same, picture perfect. You cannot make a wing like this, right? You cannot make it turn like this. Okay, I have to take a call now, so be right back. so I'm back. This is, on the other hand, I tried doing this, but it didn't work. So maybe this is just a kind of unrelated thing. But this, on the other hand, this looks like this is exactly this, right? Picture perfect this. Do I have another note? Because I should have taken both those notes, but I guess it's just kind of one and the other, then that's... They kind of merge, right? It's just a single note the Lantry took. Oh, I didn't offer the injured soldiers a place within the chorus, so I should probably go back to that place, actually, huh?
Let's be.
I'll just Google whether I can find this here or not.
Be off.
Okay, so they say that the rubbing, like the picture should be showing, like with 2 rubbings it should be enough almost. No. Looks like there's like an outline of a... Yeah, there's this thing here, right? The circle is visible, so you can make the circle here. Oh, wait, shit. Okay, that's right. Yeah, there's a circle. That's all. Okay, fuck. Alrighty. Interesting. So we have unlocked the spire then. Okay, cool. Yeah, there is this post on Steam that said you can see the outline. I don't know where the third rubbing is though. So that's cool. The arcane light courses skyward, trailing off toward the horizon direction of Vendrian as well. The Uranus stretches beyond the limits of the spire, pulling in many directions at once. The light you saw arcing through the sky reminds you of the tether you felt at the top of Vendrian as well.
Better, faster, and stronger.
The sunset spires in Lethian's crossing. He's burdened by its age. Its central linchpin somewhere in its core has weathered the centuries of oppressive weight and longs to topple. And tell me where you're writing from. Now to reach you, and I will send you an iron ring in for your troubles. He signs his name with a flourish and tosses the parchment into the wind. In the blink of an eye, the heavy currents carried a slip of parchment eastward. I had this idea of a message in the bottle without the bottle. Maybe it will work. The spire, like feels like a relay between you and Vendrian as well, bridging some transference of energy in an enormous scale. You're the first link of a chain that stretches the length of the realm. As you struggle to understand this sensation, you grow aware of the whispers all around you. Your name is known, your banner... Okay, so... The whispers themselves seem to travel the tether between you and the spires, conducting heat that feels at times unbearable. They speak of your actions, your choices. Your name is known, your banner recognizes your deeds reported across the tiers. For an instant, you can see an accumulated hope and fear these whispers represent. It appears like dewdrops settling on a leaf, then trickling into a shared basin. This image is fed to you through their connection. A base metaphor that only hints at the true scope. There's power in these spires, though its source is unfamiliar. Were you to harness it, you suspect that nothing would stand beyond your reach. Unlocking this spire seems to have opened some deeper connection. I'm noting something I also observed the spire at Vengeance. Well, there is a mystic hum that it has little beats when you walk, tiny fluctuations when you talk. Unless your sense is deceiving, you and the spires are mystically attuned to one another. You look taller somehow. I could command a dozen of gangs without any challenges to knife you in the back. Because we can build upgrades now, we need money though. I would like the forge personally, but this apparently needs some. Okay, have not acquired a second spire. They are linked, allowing you to travel instantly between them. This will reduce your travel time through the tiers. You can upgrade spires. Upgrades take time and money to build and money to maintain. If you no longer have the money to maintain an upgrade, it will be suspended and you will no longer receive the benefits. Okay, there are 5 resources you can find in Kairos' tiers. Scrolls, ingots of iron, ingots of bronze, alchemy supplies, and hide. Each upgrade uses different resources. Okay, perfect. So that's the spire number 2, I guess. And I'll be taking a break now because I do need to eat. So this will be a short break for the stream now, I guess. And that's fun. That's remarkably fun. So I'll be just switching off the camera. I'm back, so we can resume the stream now. I'll just remove the break notification. And yeah, I think we are good to continue then. I do want to kind of reset the stream now because I do have a... I did set up this Steam stream on my Restream IO, so I do want to kind of make sure it works. What's the broadcast? Wait, I need to check something else. So hmm. Pretty much app IDs. Okay, so I'm just looking at this. I don't know what the app ID of my app is. Yeah, like app ID is used. Yeah, I need to look it up. Okay, so I'll be restarting the stream anyhow. Just that I need to find something first. So I'll be taking a very, very brief break now. And I'll be restarting the stream. I'll be back right with you in about like 10 minutes or so. So, closing the stream for now.